Hannah Stearns. I was the point after touchdown kicker on the football team. But also another challenge would definitely be not having that many friends. I mean, I was like close with like the senior guys on the team, but like it was hard, especially in the beginning, because I felt judged, you know. And they're probably like, "Oh, why is she here? Like, what is she doing?" So it made me feel like I had to prove myself. So I think, like going back to the field, like missing the field goals, I felt like I wasn't proving myself in the beginning, like the first 2 games when I was missing them. So.
Hannah Stearns' extra point is good. 11 minutes, 45 seconds.
I think, let's go with the backstory a little bit, right? How it all came to be. We didn't really have a kicker in the program, and so we were joking around last spring in the weight room and about kicking, and so I just so happened to have the block in the holder in my truck at the time. I ran out and got it, and she kicked, and we kicked into the red net, and she thought I was just joking. I filmed it and was showing her some things, and then fall came around. She didn't come out originally, and I saw her here, I think, and I said, "I thought you were gonna come out for football." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were just kidding." And I'm like, "No, I'm not kidding at all." I'm like, "We need someone to kick." And she came out.
Number 4, Hannah Stearns in to attempt the extra point.
Personally, I don't feel like I was treated differently. I think I definitely stood out, and like everyone made jokes, like all the guys, and even Kingman and the other coaches were all like making jokes about it, but like I don't think I was ever really treated differently. I did everything they did. I mean, I did get to leave a little early, but I did, like, you know, I kept up. I did some hitting, not too much. I was a little terrified of that.
Yeah. Did the guys like have an issue or? No, I don't think so. I think it was just things that people weren't used to, and it's like anything. If you're not used to something, it takes a little bit of time to change. Once you put a helmet and shoulder pads on, and I've said this for a long time, I think that that's the beauty of football and a football uniform. It allows us to be the most diverse place in the world, and not so much in high school sometimes, but maybe now in high school, because, and I say the huddle is the most diverse, because if you're going after you score a touchdown and you're trying to kick an extra point, those guys don't care if you're male or female. They don't care if you're black or white. They don't care if you walk on your hands or anything like that, right? Nobody cares about that. All they care about is we work together to get 1 point. That's how it should be.
The other successful thing would be the Autogram Award. I was the nominee for Middleboro. And when I was there, it was actually a really cool experience, because like right when I walked in, they announced all the names, and they were like, "Oh, like I'm just letting everyone know that tonight, like, this is history. We have the first ever like female nominated for this award." And like I didn't really know how big of an award it was until like the night I was actually there. But like hearing that was like, oh my God, like the fact that not only did my team nominate me, but like teams from all around, even towns we never played, they're seeing me be there, and I know in the audience there's a lot of people that actually came up to me at the end and were like, oh my God, like this is crazy, like you did so good, like this is so cool. And you know, it doesn't really hit you until like you actually get like all those comments and then you like think about it. So like I think that would be another success from the season.
You look at the numbers and she made 21 extra points and scored points for us, and that's more points than some other people scored for us. I thought it was the right nomination to make, and I think that once she got there, you know, it was probably a little bit different. It's the first time in the awards history that there's ever been a female nominated, you know, and everybody else is in there with their tuxedos, and she's in there with a dress. But once she got up there, and I think everybody recognized that, it was amazing how many coaches and people that were part of the award ceremony, and the guy that started the award came up afterward, and we're really, really proud of her, because I think that, you know, hopefully maybe it allows other girls to try playing a game that they don't normally, you know, play.
God, it's so weird to think that like people, like I had people like messaging me and saying like, oh, like I'm so proud of you, you're so you're so strong, like good for you and all this stuff. And like it never really hit me until like the end, because I was just like, oh, I'm just doing it for fun, like I like kicking, like this is fun. And I didn't really think of it in the way of like, oh, like this could have some type of impact on someone else. So once that like kind of hit me, I get the chills. I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, like someone thinks that's cool, like they want to do that or whatnot. But if someone is thinking about joining something that they don't meet the criteria for in a way, I say go for it. Like it was definitely worth like every second.